Good evening, friends. Today we are going to start Sielhout in clustering. Now, what is Sielhout? Sielhout basically is a matrix to evaluate how well your data has been clustered. It tells you how the point is similar to its own cluster and how dissimilar it is from the another cluster. Like, suppose there is one cluster, there is another cluster, there is a point this in this cluster, and there is a point in this cluster. Okay, so what we will do is it through seal out we will get to know that how my data point in this cluster is related to the data points in its cluster only, and how it is different from the points present in the another cluster. Now what happens is that for finding the or first of all what we do is for a data point that we have selected, and I have rounded it also like here. What I will do is I will find the average distance of this point I from all the other points in its cluster. Okay, I'll find all these distances, I will take average of this, and this average value is termed as cohesion, the measure of cohesion. In this cohesion, if this cohesion is smaller, that means it is better, because since they are the data points of the same cluster, so there should be a minimal distance between them. Now second is that there is suppose one cluster present here and one cluster present here. Now here it is only two cluster. Now suppose there are more cluster, like here was a cluster, here was a cluster, here was another cluster. So what will happen is that the first task will be to find the cluster which is minimal, which is the most nearest to it. So what it will do, now suppose this was my point which I was taken in consideration, I will find its distance from all the points which are present in the other data set, and I will take the average value of this, similarly for this, similarly for this, and similarly for this. Okay, now what I will do is I will take the minimum average distance between the I and all the data points in the next nearest cluster. I will get some value here also, and here also, and here also, and out of which the minimum value which will be coming out, that will be my nearest cluster, and that will be the value of my measure of separation. More is the measure of separation, that means the separation between one cluster point and another cluster point is more, then there will be more separation between them, and that is termed as a good clustering, because the data points which are different in nature are kept at a good separation. What happens is that we can calculate the seal out score. The seal out score is equal to b of I minus a of I upon maximum of b of I comma a of I. Okay, so what you can see here, it is the seal out score for one data point, and the seal out score for one data point is between -1 to 1. +1 means it is a perfect cluster, -1 means that it is a imperfect cluster or misclassified, and 0 means the data point is on the boundary between the clusters. Okay, now this is for the one data point. Similarly we can calculate for the whole data set also, that will nothing but the average of the Sielhout score of all the data points which are present in our cluster. Okay, and the greater is the value, the more appropriate is our clustering. So you must have understood that what is the importance of the seal out score. It is nothing but a matrix which tells us our clustering is done well or it is improper.